Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience. I am Joe Rogan, and my guest this week is Joe Rogan.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Naughty!
Naughty!
Oh, you can confuse them, it's a mystery.
Start off strong.
Save him. Take me.
You should recite a whole musical just with an ASMR.
ASMR musicals.
All of the instruments are replaced with just finger taps and snaps.
Oh no.
Brushing.
La 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 la.
Okay, after hearing that I changed my mind. I rescind
We're not doing
my
it.
offer.
So if anyone wants to do that, they are free to. We had the idea, but we're not keeping it.
Please send us your ASMR musical talents.
I can't promise that we'll listen to anything you send us, but you can send it anyway.
Oh no.
Oh no. No.
Anyways,
but welcome to the welcome to Incoherent Mumbling Episode 2, the Squeakquel.
Never thought we'd be here. I can't wait for the shipwreck. I'm at the chipwreck.
The
I ruined the joke.
I can't wait for the. I can't wait for the.
Ever had a dreams that when and that when and you
And that
no.
you had. You could do anything.
Why don't we introduce ourselves again for those who don't know?
Yes, I am Matthew Simmons.
And I am also Matthew Simmons.
What the what? What? Who? What? Oh no!
Is this Tenet? Oh no!
Ah!
I don't know how far away you stretched back from your mic, but it was wonderful.
No, see, I'm turning my head the opposite way, so eventually I'm just gonna break my neck, I think.
Here's what it sounded like. I'll see if I can try to recreate it.
Okay.
So this is me talking. Now
Yep.
you go. Oh no!
Ah! It's weird how I can throw my voice on a podcast.
It's one of your best skills. I think your top 2 skills.
One of my only skills.
It's one of your skill.
It's throwing my voice. See, that's why I haven't gotten an industry job yet, is because my resume just has that listed.
It just says can throw voice.
It's at the top of the page. My name isn't even on it.
You just say it's written in crayon.
Yeah, exactly. It's just crayon. But no, welcome back to the Incoherent Mumbling Welcome back to the Incoherent Mumbling podcast. I am actually Logan Lewis, not Matthew Simmons. That's the other guy.
You are definitely incoherently mumbling.
I was. My stutter got the best of me, and I just went with it.
You mean it's best not to run away from a stutter.
It's to face it head on.
Yep.
Damn it.
Applied directly to the forehead. No?
But no, welcome back. It's been a week.
It's been a whole 7 days.
It's been 7 whole days.
It's been... I don't have anything else.
I don't either. I don't know
I will
where I was
let you
going
know. Today has been the longest day of work that I've had so far in this job.
Oh, really?
And I'm just fried.
Dude, tell me about it.
So I actually got to do a lot of work today.
Uh-huh.
And
You weren't used to it.
I was in Zoom meetings for 4.5 hours this morning. Also had to get up a whole hour early because I had to do some recall stuff with the van.
Oh no!
Because apparently, not deep. Apparently,
oh no!
Apparently, the airbag had a problem where not only would it throw the airbag at you, it would also throw shards of metal.
So it's a grenade.
So
your airbag is a grenade.
Live explosive in my car, just waiting to go off.
I wonder how long it was like that.
I don't know. I just know that when my stepdad showed me the stack of papers and letters we had gotten from Toyota, it was 6 or 7 packets.
Good God.
So we thought then was around the 7th one was the right time to take it in.
Not 1 through 6, the 7th one.
The 7th one is usually when you're okay, this is not a joke.
Yeah, see the 7th one is the one you bother reading, and then you're oh.
Yeah. After 6 warnings, you're maybe I should actually pay attention.
Maybe I should check this out. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
But yeah, it's just been a day, but I've been looking forward to doing this
Oh,
since
me
waking
too.
up this morning. So
Since wake me up.
wake me up inside.
Can't wake up.
Save me.
Save me. Welcome back to the ASMR podcast.
So how was your day?
So
How's your week been?
how's it been?
Oh no.
I hope everyone hated that
Me too.
specifically.
I hope they loved it.
But no, my week's been okay. When we
That's okay.
that's okay. When we recorded the first episode, I was in the middle of a 4-day break, like a 4-day weekend technically.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was so nice.
Labor Day weekend was so wonderful.
Well,
I
see,
agree.
the thing is, mine was reversed. So I actually worked on Labor Day, and so I was off Thursday through Sunday, and then I worked Labor Day.
So you took the labor and Labor Day, like literally.
Literally
Nice.
Labor Day.
Love it.
Say that 5 times fast.
I won't.
Good, me neither. But I found out when I got there that we got paid time and a half because it was a holiday.
Oh, so you made
So
that
nice.
money.
That money, yeah.
Well, I've got to tell you, I've got some topics today that you might want to invest your money in.
Oh, please give it here.
Mm-hmm. You know, they don't.
They don't, but
And
they
I
will.
think we should end the podcast now. So
okay.
they never know.
Thank you for listening to the Incoherent Mumbling podcast. We'll be back next week.
Speaking of which, though, just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that listened
Yes,
last week.
thank you.
Because there was a nice amount of shares that we got over our social media platforms, and honestly, it was like more than I was expecting.
Yeah, me too.
So,
It was very heartwarming. It was very surprising, as well as just the influx of likes that we've gotten every so often.
yeah.
So, like, we'll get... Obviously, we got an influx the first day. But then, like, 2 days ago, like, 30 extra people liked the page in, like, a
Just
4
randomly.
hour. And I don't know why. They finally saw my invite or something. I don't know. I extorted them. Something happened.
Also, shout out to that one dislike on our YouTube page.
Yes, shout out.
We know who you are, and we are coming for you.
We're coming.
No, we're not.
Or not. We might not be. That's for you to decide. But no, before we get into topics, I want to talk about just something that happened yesterday in my week. I'm going to not put this in the random thoughts. I just want to get it out there because it's funny.
All right, I'm ready.
First of all, I had yesterday was the first time I had the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
I don't think I've ever had a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
It is the greatest thing I've ever had.
Wow.
And I'm not exaggerating. It was delicious. Wow. It was so good. After a long day of work, getting Popeyes afterwards, best part of my day.
See, I've had their chicken before, and their chicken's good.
It's bomb.
But I've never had the sandwich.
And, like, there's not a Popeyes around me most of the time. So I have a couple of jobs right now. One of them is freelance work, and I was in the town that I was doing the freelance work in, and they have a Popeyes. And I'm not over there often. But when I am, I try and get something different because I'm not over there. And, oh, my God, the chicken sandwich is so good.
Wow.
But on my way back to where I am now, where I live.
Did something happen with your mic there?
No, it was me doing a bit.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
It was me being annoying. But there is I think about a 10-mile stretch of new pavement that's been going on for months. There's been construction and everything. And the pavement itself is great. But whoever did the line work, I don't know if they know what a road looks like.
Can you explain what the line work looks
So,
like?
the lines went from slightly off, you can't really tell, to literal lowercase j's and l's.
What?
Curved.
Oh my God.
And that was the entire way. And I couldn't believe it because I've never seen that before. I've only seen lines be perfect because they have machines for that.
was gonna say they had. I was about to ask. They have machines for making the lines, right?
I'm pretty sure, and I don't know if they did it by hand this time.
So do you think they hired someone who was like visually impaired like me and dyslexic?
Honestly, I think it was a combination of something.
Substances.
a combination of substances.
Welcome to the Combination of Substances podcast.
Welcome to the Substance Podcast.
Today we have meth.
We have DMT. Welcome, Joe Rogan. Hi.
It's already brought back full circle.
Whoa.
Now everything we do from the rest of this podcast is just going to be extra.
And that's why we end it now. Thank you for listening to the podcast. But no, I was so thrown off.
The road?
Yeah, I almost got thrown off the road because I kept looking at the lines and trying to see which one was the worst one because there were so many. Like, there were no breaks from like, oh, these are fine. Nah, they were all just ass.
See, that would throw me off big time because when I drive, most of the time, I'm focusing on the lines in front of me.
I feel that, yeah, absolutely.
Especially in the van, which is a pretty wide boy.
It's a big boy.
It's a big boy, so like, sometimes I'm wondering if I'm veering into the other lane or something, and that would not end well.
Oh
if
yeah.
I was there.
Well, and also they weren't in a straight line either. Like some were like, okay, they were all off center. All of them were off center.
Perfect. Good
but
start.
On both sides. So it would like change. So some would be more left, some would be more right. And it was mesmerizing.
I kind of want to go down there and drive that road now.
Well, if you ever come see me, I will take you on the road because I hope they don't change it. I hope it stays exactly like this.
Yeah, I was about to say they should keep it that way until I come down and see this myself.
I will call the state and I will make sure that those lines aren't changed.
This is the one special thing about this city, okay? Do not change
That's
them.
it. But nah, that's just something stupid that happened yesterday that I wanted to talk about. That was random, but I wanted to get it out of the way because
it's not random enough for random thoughts.
No, it's not, and you'll see why at the end because my random thought is actually stupid.
I know. I don't know what it is, so I'm on the edge of my
seat.
It
involves cookie dough. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all you've told me. So
that's all I'm gonna say.
Viewer, be warned.
You have to listen to the whole podcast to get the true experience.
Mm-hmm.
The true Joe Rogan experience.
Yes. But do we want to hop into some main topics?
Do it. Why don't you go first, Matthew? Since I went first last time.
All right, that's good.
That's all right.
The last week, there have been some really cool video game news.
Yes.
If you know me, I do love my video games.
I do play the pew-pews and whatnot.
Yes, and whatnot, especially.
And whatnot.
But the first thing that I wanted to talk about before what happened over the last couple of days, hint, is that there's a lot of cool Super Mario games coming to the Switch.
A lot at the same time.
Mm-hmm. There's like a free like Battle Royale Mario game.
Which looks insane, by the way.
But what I was most excited about is that there is a bundle of games of Super Mario 3D games coming for the Switch, and it's Super Mario Galaxy, it's Super Mario 64, and of course, Super Mario Sunshine.
Man.
Finally for the Switch.
Finally
for the Switch. Kendra and I have been talking about trying to find a GameCube.
Dude, I know, right?
Like on the black market and Super Mario Sunshine because... Dude, this game was like my childhood.
I've never actually played it. I've never played Super Mario Sunshine, and I have a GameCube.
Okay, see, I was gonna like say that you're off the hook, but now you're back on the hook.
See, I have a GameCube.
You're in my cooler now. I don't know, I've never fished.
What What is fish? The only off the beaten path Mario game that I've ever played is Mario Golf.
I thought you were gonna say something like Galaxy or something.
No, Mario Golf.
It's golf.
I had so much fun playing Mario Golf.
I mean, it's fun.
It's really fun.
I feel like you can find a lot of fun with any of the Mario games.
I agree. 100%.
They're hard to mess up.
They really are. They really are.
If you mess up, that's when you know you're just.
It's
you
on
find
you.
A different profession.
Yeah.
Take that personally.
Take that. but no, that's awesome because both Shelby and I have also been wanting some new Switch content that we're both super interested in.
Yeah.
Because it's been kind of hit and miss with the releases recently. So
there's been kind of like a dry spout in like game releases recently.
Yes.
And especially with the Switch for some reason.
Well,
I'm not sure why.
And it was already barren to begin with, kind of. Like, they had good releases, but they were almost few and far between. And now it's even more so.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, like, it's they should just be focusing on less new games and just bring in more classics to the Switch.
And I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
Because, like I said, Super Mario Sunshine is probably my favorite Mario game out of them all.
So, what is Super Mario Sunshine for people who don't know?
It's like a 3D platformer, and I'm going to try to explain the story as best as I can, but note this, that I have not played the game since I was like 8 or 9.
A wee lad.
So, it's like Mario is in... he gets framed for a crime by like this chromey Mario, and the only way to stop him, and like the city is like dirty for some reason. I don't know it. Like,
so dirty.
I'm explaining it so well right now.
It's so dirty.
But he has this little fountain backpack called Squirt, and you go around. Don't laugh at that.
Go on.
And you go around. Now you're even more interested. You go around the city, cleaning stuff, doing puzzles, jumping around and stuff. And it's just a lot of fun. It's kind of like the precursor to Super Mario Galaxy in some ways.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So you've played Galaxy, right?
I actually haven't. No, I've not played Galaxy either.
Oh.
See, I told you I've not played many like platformer Mario games besides obviously
Golf.
Yeah, obviously.
PGA Tour Mario Edition.
Dude, I used to play the hell out of that too. Just the PGA games, they were really fun. But no, like besides Mario Kart, I've only played just the main platformer games.
Like the 2D ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. I can forgive you a little bit more now, but yeah.
But still, I'm still halfway in the cooler, halfway out of the cooler.
Exactly. But like yeah, Sunshine is like I said, it's in a bundle with 2 other games. It's going to be $60. And the other weird thing is that it comes out later this month, but it's only going to be available for a limited time.
Which is weird because the limited time, there's a big window.
Yeah, it's like all the way up until March.
Was it March? Yeah, it's like March 10th or something. Mm-hmm. So from, what, is it September, October?
It's this month. It's like the 18th.
Yeah, so September 18th to March, like 10th or whatever. And it's a limited time thing. That threw me off, and I think it threw a lot of people off. And it's this marketing thing, and I'm curious to see if it works or not.
You see, I'm glad that they're kind of being smart with like a limited release window, because it makes the game like more like have a feeling of I need to have this now.
Yeah.
And also, you know, it'll be available through like the major holidays. Like if people get like their kid a Switch, or if you go buy a Switch yourself, you'll be able to buy this game with like all the classics that you can be like reintegrated into this new console.
Exactly.
With.
Right.
But yeah, as soon as they announced that, I was just like over the moon, so hyped. And I don't personally own a Switch. My girlfriend does.
Yep, same here.
But I know that she's going to get it.
Yes, so that means you're going to play.
That means I am moving down back into her house.
I'm moving back.
I'm quitting my job.
Quitting.
And I'm going to spend all my life playing Sunshine.
Being jobless.
Back to
unemployment.
Quarantine
Yeah. But just forever.
Yes. But the other big news is Microsoft finally announced their prices, release date, and 2 consoles for next gen.
2 for the next Xbox.
So we already knew about the Xbox Series X,
yes,
which is like the really powerful next gen console that's $500.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
No, that's how much the one was when the one first came out.
Yeah,
I think.
So I'm glad they haven't just kept boosting prices,
because there were rumors, and I don't know what PlayStation's gonna do with their console, but
yeah.
There were rumors it was going to be like upwards of like $600 or $700.
Yeah, and it just doesn't sit right.
No, it does not. So I'm glad it didn't turn out that way. But they're also releasing the Xbox Series S, not the X,
The S.
which is the Xbox Series S, and it is
The serious ass.
and it's a much smaller version of the X. It's not as powerful, doesn't have that same amount of storage, but like it's optimized for like 1080 HD gaming and not really 4K.
Yeah, which is like the realm I'm still in. I don't really care about 4K that much, if at all, right now.
Not really. It's not what I need right now.
No.
And the best news is that it is only $300.
That's so good.
Which
It's
is just
so good.
crazy to be releasing a type of new console and the starting price be $300.
I know. And the pre-orders start this month. And
They start on the 22nd.
And it comes out in November?
November 10th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
I told my brother for his birthday I'm buying myself an Xbox. Because that date's really close to his birthday.
Happy birthday, Mitch. Here's an Xbox for me.
I love the way you said his name. Happy birthday, Mitch.
Happy birthday, Mitch.
It's like
Mitch.
you know, and he knows.
But have you seen the memes that the S looks like a drive-through speaker?
I will say, both of these consoles' designs, they're not my favorite.
They're not great.
I don't think they're outright bad, but they're not good. Like,
no, they're not.
The Series X looks like a fridge. The Series S looks like you said, a drive-through speaker,
Yeah.
and the PlayStation 5 looks like a router from 2007.
It does. So design is not a strong suit for these
They
next
were
gen
like,
consoles.
screw it, we're just gonna make these powerful, but we're not gonna make these aesthetically pleasing.
Like me,
whatsoever.
a powerful but ugly. Especially my calves.
Are you saying that your calves look like Xbox Series S's?
My calves are beefy.
Oh, wow. Welcome back to the Beefy Podcast.
Welcome back to the Beefy Calves podcast.
Isn't that just like a double entendre? Beefy and
It is.
calf?
It is. Beefy calves. Just really fat baby cows.
Welcome to the Cow Podcast.
Welcome to the Cow Squared podcast.
Wonderful.
So you plan on getting one when it releases?
So I'm gonna have to wait because I'm not gonna pre-order them this month. I'm probably
me
gonna
neither.
wait to see come Cyber Monday and Black Friday.
Yep.
If like there are any cool bundles that I want for the Series X, because if there is excuse me, a bundle that I really want with the Series X, then I will splurge like that $500 for it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm probably going to end up doing the Series S because it's cheaper, and all I'm really going to play on it is probably Halo whenever it
I was
comes
going
out.
to say, so like, what all games are announced? Because I haven't been keeping up with the title releases for
So I
the
will
next
say,
gen.
PlayStation has the upper hand with the launch titles, and that's usually how it goes. They just usually have better exclusives.
Yeah, they do.
But launching with the new Xbox, I know Black Ops Cold War will be out,
Oh man, I'm excited.
which they just showed gameplay today and it looks pretty good.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna watch it when we're
Yeah.
done here.
I know Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to be coming out
Oh
that
yeah.
time too.
Okay.
There's a few other things. The only real thing that I was really looking forward to is Halo Infinite, but that got pushed back to next year,
Yeah.
which sad face.
See, so with both of my next gen quote unquote like buying habits, I've always waited at least like a year.
Yeah.
Like, so the Xbox 360 was my first next gen console, and I didn't get that until a year after it came out. And then with the PlayStation 4, I didn't get it until like I think 4 or 5 years after it.
Because you're a Sony boy, right?
Well, I mean, I used to be a Microsoft boy. Then I got a PlayStation 4, and then I was a Sony boy, and now I have both. I have both the One and the PlayStation. I just switch back and forth.
Oh, nice.
So, like, I don't get the console war thing, and I also game on my PC, so, like, I'm just in every party right now. I'm drinking out of every punch bowl.
You're the libertarian of console wars.
I pick and choose from each thing.
You're Sweden. You're just completely neutral.
I'm just in the middle with a lot of snow.
I mean, congratulations.
Thank you.
Sounds like a fun time.
I wish it were snowing here. I hate the heat. But
yeah, I wish for fall weather, but I don't agree with you on snow. No.
I am built like a polar bear, so I'm ready.
Especially now that I'm living like
north
where I get the lake effect.
Oh my god, I know.
I'm just gonna say I hope I get to work remotely for the next 5 months, so I don't have to leave this house.
Right, like up until like mid-March when it's starting to thaw out.
Yeah, then I'll be like, okay, I guess I can come to work.
Okay,
now.
I can drive. I've been drinking since October. I can drive now.
Can you come into work today? No, I gotta wait till I sober up.
Nah.
Okay.
So what's today? December 5th? Yeah, I got 4 months.
I've got a low alcohol tolerance and I had a crazy night.
Very low. I'm just fermenting fruit in my stomach. My stomach is now a fermenter.
Isn't that from Harry Potter?
I hate you so much. I was about to make that same joke.
Same brain.
Same brain.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to replacing the Xbox that's sitting next to me because it's the one, but it's like the launch one.
Dude, same. Mine is also the launch one.
It's an old boy, so
same with my PS4. It's the stock PS4 that came out. So I'm just a stocky boy. But no, I'm big gamer.
Yeah.
Bro moment, gamer moment.
Yep.
And I'm just super excited.
Yeah,
it looks awesome.
I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Yes.
So,
speaking of gaming, quick side note: I bought the new Tony Hawk last week, and it is amazing.
That's a game series I've never played, but anytime I've seen people like play it or like, I'm just like, this looks like fun.
So that's my Mario then. So,
yes.
Yeah. So
I played Skate. Is that the equivalent of Mario Golf?
Oh yeah. Dude, I like Skate more than Tony Hawk, but I love all skateboarding games, except the like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 was a trash fire, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD was also a trash fire, and I did you know that Tony Hawk has a mobile game?
No.
There's a Tony Hawk mobile game, and it's not bad, but when they announced it, everyone was pissed off because they thought it was going to be like this one with the remaster or a new game. It's like, no, we're going to mobile. We got a mobile game.
Because we know you gamers like those phone games, and they work perfectly. They're not buggy at all.
You can game on your phone.
Yeah, just go buy this $60 plug-in to put around your phone.
Now just hook up a controller to your phone. And now get a bigger monitor for your phone.
You can play it on your Apple Watch.
You can play it on your Apple smartwatch. Your Apple mouse.
Your like iPod mini.
Your iPod Nano. Wait, so which one didn't have a screen?
Nano, I think.
The Nano. Play our game on the iPod Nano.
It's just a truly like auditory experience.
You just hear it. Oh, iPod Nano gaming.
This podcast is brought to you by the iPod Nano.
Oh, we're bringing it back.
Yeah, it's making a comeback.
Tagline, remember this? Hey,
and everyone's answer, no.
No. Hey, you forget about this?
Yes.
Well, here it is. They throw it at you, just at your face, and you don't see it coming because it's -5 centimeters wide.
Tim Cook walks up to you and just throws like a bunch of them out of his pockets at you and runs away.
Pocket Nano.
And that's the marketing scheme.
Jeff Bezos is Rusty Shackelford. Pocket sand.
That took me a second to process.
Dale, quick! They've stolen the TV report van. It's the perfect crime. How are they gonna report it? King of the Hill is such a good show.
Oh God.
But big excitement for the new Xbox and PlayStation. If I have money, I will splurge on it, but who knows? I'm pretty content
Start
with
saving now.
Yeah, I'm pretty content with what I have right now, and no title has like, blown me out of the water to want to get the next gen for it.
Yeah, and you know what? They always do the really smart rollout where it's like all the new games that come out, you can buy them for like the PS4 and the Xbox One.
And they do that for a while, which is nice.
And I know for a lot of these new titles, it's like, because the normal price for a game is $60 right now, but for next gen, it's going to be $70.
Ugh.
And if you buy that $70 version for your current console, it'll carry over for free.
Yeah. So my coworkers were talking about how one of them bought the deluxe edition of the newest 2K, and that carries over. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Like, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, they're really thinking ahead.
Very much so. But yeah, do you have anything else to add for big gamer moments?
I'm gonna end this Fortnite funnies video now, and I'm gonna throw it to you.
In this Fortnite funnies video,
we're gonna move away from G4 to the Discovery Channel.
Investigation Discovery. Okay, so I found a gem on this platform called YouTube. Now,
was it uncut?
I can't say. This is a family program.
What's wrong with Adam Sandler?
He's not PG. But no, this was in my recommendations, which the recommendations for YouTube are always hilarious because most of the time it's just the normal stuff that you've been watching that's related, and then there's just sprinkled in bullshit.
It's a mixture of things that are very like on theme for you, and then things that are just not.
Just random. And this is one of them. So this guy, his name is Brent, and his friend John, they bought an entire ghost town.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a normal purchase.
Just a normal everyday Thursday purchase.
You can get them at your local Dollar General.
I got an extra 20. I might as well buy a ghost town. But they've bought this entire ghost town, and one of the guys is actively living in the ghost town during the pandemic.
I think the backstory to it is kind of hilarious about the reasons like why he's living there.
Yeah. So do you want to get into that? Because it's ridiculous.
Yes, you can go ahead because you've seen pretty much all of the episodes.
I have.
I watched a few of them today. So you can kind of like introduce the whole concept to our listeners.
Well, so yeah, so these two guys both saved up their life savings and bought this ghost town. And one of the guys during the pandemic was like, "Screw it, I'm just gonna move up here," and he's just up there by himself. No one else is living with him, and their plan is to remodel this town to make it a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
And it's in California. It's called Cerro Gordo. And it was a big mining town, and an estimated $500 million worth of minerals, silver, and whatnot was pulled out of that mine in a 4-year period.
4 years.
Between 1865 and 1869.
What did I do in 4 years? I went to high school.
We graduated.
That's true. But we didn't find $500 million worth.
We
of
also
material.
didn't buy a ghost town.
That's a fair point. Fair rebuttal.
So like the first episode is him just screwing around.
It's hilarious because okay, I can say this because when I watched that first episode and it's just him kind of just walking around and like looking at stuff, and I'm just like, is this gonna be the whole channel?
Is this the whole thing?
Is this just the bit? But the more you watch, like they have like a little bit more like projects that they do in each episode or different topics. Mm-hmm.
So there are several projects, but my favorite one is they found, well, because it's just been him like doing most of the stuff, Brent. He found this cave that's like thousands of feet into like the mountain, and he just brought like a chair and a couch in there, and he's like, "This is the hangout spot in this cave."
I watched that one where he like at the end of the episode, he just is like, "This is I might sleep here one night." And I'm like, dude.
Well, and there's a lot of insane things about this ghost town and this guy, but one of them is that to the cave specifically, right behind it is just a drop that goes like hundreds of feet. And he's joking like, might not want to roll over. It's like, no shit, bud.
Thanks, Brent.
Thanks, Brent. You're gonna die. But in the first episode, he went on a hike, and it was like it's snowing because it's so far up in the mountains, and he almost died. He got lost, turned around, and somehow found this little concrete shelter.
Yeah.
Just out of luck. This man could have died filming the first episode of this.
He almost died going up the mountain.
Yeah, okay.
Because they were trying to drive up the side of a cliff, and it was like no visibility because of the snow.
Yeah, and I think he said it was like a 7-mile like winding road that if you just look, so just off the road is just cliff. It's just down, straight down. You're dead and a half. You're done. And it's ridiculous. But so you haven't watched all of it, and I'm going to spoil a little bit.
Go for it.
There's this episode. Hold on. I have to get the title right.
Okay.
So the episode is Tragedy Strikes at the abandoned mining town of Cerro Gordo.
This was the last one I was going to watch before like eating dinner.
Yeah. So in this town, there are a lot of different buildings, and there's a whole video just going through the town and explaining each building, which is really cool.
It's haunted.
Yes. Well, no, he's seen ghosts in one of the buildings. I don't know if you saw that one or not.
Yes, he was literally like, I didn't believe in ghosts until I came here, but now
I got to the ghost town. It's weird how you go. I don't believe in alligators, but then I went to the alligator town. Oh shit!
Walks out of a haunted house. No one told me.
What?
It was gonna be haunted.
It's like this? That's why it's called a ghost town?
You're telling me this mobile home moves?
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? But no, so this video, Tragedy Strikes at the abandoned mining town of Cerro Gordo. There is a hotel in the town, and it has a saloon in it. And it's beautiful. I don't want to say vibes because that sounds really stupid, but just the atmosphere, I guess is a better word for it, of the hotel is amazing.
It was vibing.
It was straight vibing, son. But so the hotel burned to the ground.
Oh.
A wire caught fire. Good rhyme. And the entire building went up in flames.
Now,
and it burnt to the ground.
Follow-up question. This wasn't the Overlook, was it?
It has that vibe.
Because they're in the mountains.
Yes.
It is snowy. And a hotel burned to the ground. And there are ghosts there.
And he hates his wife.
There is one man living there.
Yeah. And he's the caretaker.
Are we sure this isn't just like...
This might just be... This might just be The Shining.
A meta remake of Dr. Sleep and The Shining.
I hope. But it's such an insane video because there's a section of him explaining it, and he breaks down during like him explaining it, and you just feel so bad for the guy because they've like he said, he spent their life savings on this place, wanting to remodel it, build it up, make it a tourist attraction, and probably the main attraction, the hotel which people would be staying in, just burns. Like
it's just like a history with it.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much history that I can't even begin to get into.
I can tell, like, the cool thing about the few episodes that I watch is that he's not just some bro dude going to live in, like, the city that he bought because he's got, like, TikTok money or something.
Right, exactly.
He feels, like, really, I guess, respectful of the place because there was an episode where he was going through some of the mine shafts and looking for stuff, and he found, like, a pair of, like, 7,500-year-old jeans.
Which are worth so much money.
He said, like, he could potentially sell them for, like, thousands of dollars.
Yes.
But then he was like, I'm going to leave this here because this isn't my place to take this away.
And that's amazing to me. You can tell he's a good dude.
Yeah.
And it just breaks your heart watching him describe what happened to the hotel. And just the footage that he gets of the burnt down hotel is eerie. Like like most of the video is just him walking through the remains of the hotel. And when I clicked on the video, I was like, oh, what happened? Did like he have an injury? Did something, minor happen? No, this is major.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. But this is I'm so happy to have found it. Find this channel. There are a lot of, like I said, hidden gems on YouTube, and this is one of them. And
yeah, I mean, from the few episodes that I saw, like I was immediately like, I could see myself like binge watching this every episode that comes out like every few
and
weeks.
I did. Yeah. I still the newest episode came out 4 days ago, and I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. But the title was about finding like 100-year-old jacket and jeans in a silver mine, and like just seeing him document just him doing this is amazing. I wish more people that did cool shit documented their cool shit.
Especially in like a way that's like respectful.
Because
like
this is the most respectful that you could hope something like this would be.
It's the most respectful Brent you'll ever see.
Just most respectable Brent. But just imagine some douchebag TikToker buys a ghost town and just films them destroying it. Can you just imagine that?
I mean,
it makes me mad.
I would not be surprised by it.
No, me neither. But it makes me happy that this piece of history, because that's what it is, it's history. Because, so I'll go into a little bit, this mining town basically built up Los Angeles. Like, it fed Los Angeles its minerals, its silver, its gold, and whatever, and the town was, well, the town is in Los Angeles, was built up and started because of Cerro Gordo. And it's insane.
It's a really cool concept, because like I'm not really aware of how many like abandoned cities there are in America.
Me neither.
Especially. You
don't think about that.
And because just like whatever happened to make these people get up and move somewhere else, which I don't know. You have a description. Does it say anywhere like why the city was abandoned at all?
Give me 1 second.
Okay. But it's just the idea that like people got up one day and left everything, and everything that's there has just been like frozen in time for decades.
Yeah. The description doesn't go into it, but the first video does, and it's been like a week since I've watched it, so I don't have that, on hand, but yeah, and well, it's had several different owners as well. That like it would have one owner for like a decade or two, and then it would switch, and then it would switch, and then it would switch, and now it's in their hands. So it's just, if you are a history nerd, which I am to an extent on some things, and this is one of the things.
This seems like something that my brother would be watching at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. Just binging it, just like eyes glued to the screen.
Yeah.
But if you have any time and want something else to watch, and this sounds interesting to you, the YouTube channel is Ghost Town Living, and it's got like 150,000 subscribers. The community is fantastic. They're so interested and care deeply for what's going on. And like there's a GoFundMe right now to help rebuild the hotel. And I'll pull it up and see how far they've gotten.
Real-time updates.
So they have a goal of $500,000 for not only rebuilding it back up, but they were going to do like renovations and whatnot.
Make it like a livable place.
Yes. Yeah, turn it into a livable place. And they're not at their goal yet. But they have over $54,000 raised.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's impressive.
So there's a lot of people that genuinely care about this ghost town, mainly because of this guy who's documenting what he's doing up there.
Yeah. Just a quick thing for you.
Yeah.
What would you do if you ever had enough money one day and you said, screw it, I'm going to go find an abandoned town and live in it? What kind of things would you do by yourself?
I don't know. That's the thing. I just imagine this like montage, just like fucking around with like
you're
the
just
stuff
sitting
that's
in different
there.
locations.
Yeah. Like talking to a skeleton, drinking a cup of coffee, like throwing a football like down a mine shaft or whatever. But I was going to ask you something similar in that, what would you do that's like kind of weird if you had enough money to? Like this guy, like they spend their life savings on a ghost town and want to renovate it and turn it into a tourist attraction. Like, have you thought of anything that's like off the beaten path where if you had so much money that you would do?
You know what? This is going to be a really boring answer. I have not thought about this.
It's an honest answer.
It's not because like I couldn't think of something. It's literally just because I've never thought of this kind of specific point of view.
It's not something you think about. It's not something you consider that you can do, that you are able to do if you have enough money. And with enough money, you can do anything, but like this doesn't pop up in your head like, oh, I'm going to buy a mansion and I'm going to buy cars. No, I'm going to buy a whole town.
This is the American dream.
I'm going to buy an entirely old town that no one else lives in.
We're headed west.
Back up.
Oregon Trail.
Back your shit up. One of you's going to get dysentery and it's not going to be me. Someone's getting dysentery. I have a vial right here. I'm putting it in our food and someone's getting it.
It's like Russian roulette.
Oh, just imagine a guy recruits a team and just tries to recreate the Oregon Trail, and that he just kills his
he just has like bioweapons on him of like the plague.
the black plague. I got this here infected rat that you're gonna eat, Jimmy. Look me in the eyes.
If he doesn't eat it, you might have to wrestle with Jimmy.
I hate you.
Sorry.
I hate it.
Shout out to Weezer.
Shout out to Weezer one time. But no, if this interests you, it's super interesting to me. Check out Ghost Town Living. Check out the GoFundMe page if it strikes you in any way. Oh, if you hear that noise, my girlfriend's home. My girlfriend just got home. Hey, coming in the garage. And she
bought a ghost town.
And we have a ghost town now.
Isn't that the sequel to We Bought a Zoo? We bought a ghost town.
We bought a ghost town. Wait, what if Dr. Doolittle's sequel?
No, okay, first of all, Doolittle will not get a sequel.
But if it did.
Okay, if we're in hell. Continue.
If we're in hell. Doolittle 2, Ghost Town.
God.
He brings all the animals to a ghost town and makes them remodel it.
You know where my standards lie, where I will go to a theater and go see Cats, but I won't see Doolittle.
Doolittle. What if Cats and Doolittle had a like a combo? Like there was a mashup where Dr. Doolittle had to take care of all those cats.
So if that happens, because I'm only saying this from an analytical point of view of their box office numbers, the studio would actually have to give you money to go see the movie.
They spent so much money on that piece of trash fire Doolittle, and it didn't make it back.
No,
but
I feel really strange about that. Was Robert Downey Jr.'s first choice after Iron Man? He's like, all right, I'm free from the constraints of Marvel. Let's do Doolittle.
I'm doing it. This is what we're doing. Doolittle.
He's gonna do
little. It's gonna do little at the box office.
I think I saw that headline at least.
There were so many
times.
Jokes like that.
Wonderful.
And I made one of them, I remember. And it didn't get any traction. Thanks, guys.
The only good thing that Doolittle brought out was me attempting a Welsh accent.
Oh no, that was bad. It was so bad. Try it one more time.
I don't think I could.
Okay, me neither. But do you have anything else to add about Cerro Gordo or the ghost town? It's just so interesting. It's so
well, I definitely want to watch the other episodes that I skipped over, but
yes.
I also want to go and visit.
Oh my god, if we could go?
Yeah.
That'd be insane if we could go up there.
Yeah.
Which and right now, when I didn't mention this about the ghost town and about the hotel burning down. So not only was there a GoFundMe, like dozens of people have gone up there to help him with the rubble.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And it's in the videos because he has 2 videos about it, and it's just these tons of people just getting debris away, cleaning up everything. It's so heartwarming.
You literally love to see that.
Yeah, you love to see it. But that's Ghost Town Living. You want to get into some random thoughts, Matt?
Yes, I think it is a perfect time for random thoughts.
And I think you should start.
Okay. All right.
I decree it.
You decree it, so If that is what is to be said, so it is.
So
that
it
is a
is said.
Succession quote. Shout out to Cousin Greg.
Shout out to Cousin Greg one time.
Okay. So my random thing started off as one thing and quickly veered to another. So
Great.
I found a Twitter page.
Okay.
And it is called Daily Dunkachino. Now, for those who don't know what Dunkachino is,
Dunkachino.
it is a scene from the critically acclaimed Oscar-winning film Jack and Jill.
One of the greatest films of all time.
Ask our buddy Angelo.
Yes.
He would say he owns like 5 copies.
It goes Godfather, Jack and Jill, Godfather 2.
And Al Pacino's in all 3 of those.
All of
them.
them.
Anyways, he plays the same character.
He has a Dunkachino in Godfather.
But Dunkachino was a moment in this movie where Al Pacino walks into a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
And it's a commercial within the movie. And one of the people goes, Al Pacino? He goes, it's not out no more. It's Dunk. And someone goes, Dunkachino? He said, don't mind if I do. And then he sings a whole song and raps about the Dunkachino. Good. And it's one of those things. It's like a car wreck where you want to look away, but you can't.
You can't stop watching.
And so Daily Dunkachino posts that Dunkachino song every day, but there's like a slightly different thing that it incorporates. So the one that they posted today was called Dunkachino, but it's always zoomed in on someone's face with a bugle effect. Yesterday's was Dunkachino, but it's vocoded to the USSR anthem.
I haven't seen any of this or heard about it. This is so good.
And then the one before that is Dunkachino, but it's terrifying. So I have no idea what that means, but Dunkachino being more terrifying is something I thought was never possible.
So the first video of something like that I ever saw, I think was before this Twitter page, was Dunkachino, but Al Pacino isn't in any of the scenes.
Yes, I think I sent you that one because they crop it so he's just out of the scene and it's just people looking.
You're zoomed in the background and people are dancing or just looking up, gazing at Al Pacino.
That's what Al Pacino wishes his involvement with Jack and Jill was
just him not in it.
Yeah. But this brings me to my final random thought where I do this thing sometimes. I don't know if you do this where you like hear of a movie or you watch a movie and you go to Wikipedia and you just read the Wikipedia on the movie.
I've done that before. Yeah.
So that's how I kind of figure out like a lot of this behind the scenes stuff, and you get to know like people and how stuff gets made pretty much in a really like basic broad way. Broadway. But Jack and Jill has the saddest Wikipedia entry in the history of history.
Can you please read it?
Yes,
part of it?
I have it pulled up. So it starts off saying, Jack and Jill is panned by critics and is considered one of the worst films ever made. At the 32nd Golden Raspberry Awards, this film was nominated for a record of 12 Razzies in all categories, and it became the first film to sweep the Razzies, winning in each category, including Worst Picture, Worst Actor, and Worst Actress.
I didn't know that.
And then, the last sentence before it goes into the plot and the production and stuff is, the film features the final film performance from Regis Philbin prior to his death in July 2020.
Oh no! Is that real? That's real?
Yes. It goes from talking about how critically acclaimed it is, and before it gets into the meat and potatoes, it's literally talks about this is the last film Regis Philbin.
Just imagine you're dead, you're in heaven, you had a great career, and that's the last film you're in, is that one.
I had a literal just oh shit moment reading that. I was like, there's no way this is an actual fact. I am not reading this right now.
But it is.
Yes, it simultaneously made me laugh, and I was like, oh no.
I'm so sad but so happy that's it. That's it.
Yes. When this episode comes out, I will tweet this picture just so that the folks at home can see that this is 100% real. And I dare anybody to find me a sadder Wikipedia entry.
Oh my god. That's incredible. That's our challenge to you folks. Find the saddest Wikipedia entry you can find and
Find
send
the
it to us.
saddest Wikipedia entry while singing a musical in an ASMR style.
While cropping yourself out of each frame and also make it terrifying.
It's perfect. But yeah, that was the one thing where as soon as I read that, I was like, this needs to be shared with the world.
Oh my god.
But now I think it's a good time to jump over to cookie dough.
Oh, I don't know if mine can top that now. But
Oh no.
No, it might still.
All right.
Okay, so
Don't play yourself down, Logan.
how do you normally eat cookie dough?
I don't.
Okay, but like bear with me.
Okay.
Serious, there's a bear in here. Get out. But bear
Shout
with
out
me.
to bears.
Shout out to bears one time. If you were to eat cookie dough, how would you eat it?
Oh, so this isn't like ingredient wise. This is like
No.
with a spoon or with my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely with a spoon.
Okay.
100%.
So.
Oh no.
You know how cookie dough comes in these big wrappers, right? That you open at the top and is like kind of twisty tied and everything.
You mean the ones that look like giant pieces of bologna?
Yeah, that you can kill people with, that you can actively beat people with.
Yes. Okay. I know exactly what you said because of the way you described it.
Right. So, imagine opening a thing of cookie dough.
Okay.
And
I'm really painting this in my head, just so you know.
And eating it like a burrito.
That's awesome. That's incredible. Logan.
Imagine.
Galaxy Brain Logan Lewis is what they call you.
That's what I did.
Honestly, no. I can see that because I've bought some cookie dough like that before, and I'm just like, I wonder.
Well, you know what? You don't have to wonder anymore. I did. Now, to be fair, I switched halfway through that sitting to a spoon because I couldn't take myself seriously anymore. Because I kind of disassociated and went third person.
You could just see yourself.
And saw myself eating cookie dough like a beefy 5-layer
It's
burrito.
one of those moments where you're like, you just sit up and you think about, what if someone just walked through the door right now?
What if I turned around and was mid-bite?
How would they think of me, and then what would I think of myself if that was someone's very first impression of me?
That's how they saw me first. Just... It's 11 o'clock at night. The lights are off. I'm watching a YouTube video with a big old thing of cookie dough.
Now I've got a question. Were
Yes.
you like trying to attack it from the front and try to like unhinge your jaw, or was it like working your way around the sides and stuff? This is a very serious question.
So are you asking, did I eat it like a corn cob? Oh yeah, it's not my cookie dough. I started eating it. It's Shelby's.
What?
Yeah, I ate half of it.
That's rude.
It is very rude, and I'm gonna pay for it.
You already paid for it.
I'm paying for it now. But no.
So it was like a corn dog or a corn
No,
cob.
I ate like a corn dog.
All right, nice.
Yeah. No, I didn't try and fit the whole thing in my mouth and take a bite.
You know, knowing me, that's probably the way I would have attacked it.
Just not even like nibble it. Just
No.
wah.
It's like, well, if I'm already at the step where I'm eating cookie dough like a burrito, I might as well go for it.
If I'm already right here in this moment, I might as well make it memorable.
Oh my god.
But that's it.
I don't know why. Knowing you, I expected something
way worse.
More elaborate. And also like disgusting.
Yeah. It's like, nah, I put chili cheese Fritos on it.
When I say I ate my cookie dough like a burrito, I meant I filled it with beans and lettuce. I went to Chipotle and they were like, do you want a burrito or a bowl? Or like, I want this. And you just put it up on the counter.
Wrap it in this. They like, no, go ahead.
Honestly, that sounds like a solid business plan.
Just hollowing out stuff and like
no, like making like a cookie dough burrito a thing.
Oh my god.
and like you can like fill it too with like fudge or something.
Okay, this idea we're keeping. No one else can steal
We're
this
gonna
one.
delete this podcast.
This is gonna happen. And
so for the entirety of the time that you've been talking about your idea, we're just gonna put static. And so the last 10 minutes of the podcast, people are just gonna be like, it went out for me.
it's censored.
Like,
no, it's just a big censor bleep.
We're just like that's weird.
It's like, ow, this hurts and isn't funny. It was funny the first 30 seconds. But
Could you imagine? You're just like, here's the funny thing I want to tell you about. Okay, so.
But for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, it's wonderful.
But no, so yeah, that's the dumb shit that I do sometimes.
Well, thank you for changing cookie dough forever.
And thank you, listeners.
There was before your cookie dough idea, and there is after.
So if you ever try that, I want you to talk about it. I need to know if you ever do that.
You see, two things. One, if I ever do that, I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to film a video of myself.
You're going to see it.
Eating the entire thing. And having a conversation with no one in particular. I could be talking about Dune. I could be talking about, Post-it notes.
Dunkachino.
Dunkachinos, especially.
Doughachino.
100%.
Cookie dough burrito chino.
What have you done?
I've created a monster.
You're breaking me. But two, it would have to be like the safe cookie dough, you know.
Oh no, that's the one that's in my fridge. Is the safe to eat cookie dough? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm an idiot. I don't think they prepackaged that cookie dough with egg.
Oh no, well no, like I know they make some cookie dough like that, prepackaged cookie dough, where like you're not supposed to eat it, but like everyone does. And I have before. Nothing bad's happened, but like we have the safe to eat cookie dough in there.
Okay.
So
see, that makes me feel like as soon as I am at the store, I'm gonna buy myself some cookie dough.
It wasn't a health risk, I promise.
Okay.
But
well, thank God for that.
Thank God for cookie dough.
The things you do for your art.
And thank God for you, America. Do you have anything else to add before we wrap up?
Honestly, be as perfect as the note we're ending it on. So I'm going to respectfully pass.
Yeah. Me too. Everyone, thank you for listening to episode 2 of Incoherent Mumbling.
If you like what you hear, if you like Dunkachinos or cookie dough, spread the word. Keep sharing our stuff. Keep listening.
Follow us on Twitter. We have a Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page now. We have a YouTube page where this entire podcast goes up completely for free.
Yep.
So if you don't like Spotify or whatever other podcast app you have, you can listen to it directly on YouTube. It goes up the same day it comes out on Spotify.
And our OnlyFans coming soon.
Yes. Our only dough. Where you watch Matt unhinge his jaw and swallow an entire log of cookie dough whole.
I'll do it.
You have to pay. You have to pay to see it, though. But no, thank you for listening, everyone. We'll be back next week with more stupidity.
More incoherent mumbling.
Whoa. Tagline, and we're fading out, and the music's coming up. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next week.
Oh no, not you.
No.